So a latte is just not your cup of coffee in the morning for Akumu Extreme, and you don't have green Gowther? Well, I'm going to show you a mono red team that doesn't require any of those two heroes, and guess what? We're not even taking Deri into the fight. We're actually going to be using red Gowther, red SR Liz, Twigod, and our damage dealer is going to be Chef LostVayne. Alright, thank you so much guys for just watching, and later on after the update I'm actually going to do a video that I haven't done before where I'm just going to show you me pulling for Dawan. So I will be uploading that after maintenance, and then I'll be on the Boar Hat Tavern podcast. So I've got a busy day ahead, but I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day and a great tip-off to the Lunar New Year. So the strat overview for this is Sandy's kill turn for this run is to kill by turn 7. We want to ult with LostVayne on the first stage and have at least 3 of his AoE cards ranked up to rank 3 available going into the second stage. Of course, if possible, if you're not, recovery disabled, heal with Liz, or in this case, this run, use her ult, which regenerates us for 3 turns. And then of course having Twigod's ult or Gowther's ult will help damage deal as well, but LostVayne will be the MVP for this run. So we'll go ahead and just go into equipment. So here is the snapshot of just the Team CC and what gears that they have on. So this strat is going to be an HP strat, so we're going to be eating that HP food. Okay, so I wanted to bring red Gowther in just because, people don't have the green Gowther. People don't have Deri 6 out of 6, they don't have a latte. So this is another strat that can net you 4,400 just as I did. The RNG isn't terrible and there's not much investment in equipment. So just bang for your buck kind of budget run. That's gonna get you those points and get you the rewards from doing all the guild boss, okay? I'll go over the equipment now just as they're placed on the field as always, and we'll begin with Gowther. Now, the reason why I use red Gowther is because I don't have UR gear for Arthur, but if you do and you want to test that out, Arthur is actually a better fit for this team using his rank 3 buff, okay? But in my case, Gowther he already has UR gear. He has the highest HP pool for me, so I went ahead and I just put him in the team. So this Gowther here, his passive increases all allies attack by 10% at the start of the next turn if the hero doesn't take damage. That's if we get really lucky on the kill turn. We might get like, 1 active passive stack, but we really can't avoid Akumu's AoE, so Gowther's gonna get hit almost every turn. Right, he is on HP defense. We did max out his cosmetics just because we do use Gowther in other guild boss runs as well. Okay. For LostVayne, so LostVayne reminds me of like Shadow Jutsu. But LostVayne here, he has his own UR equipment. He's on attack defense. If I were you, you could go attack crit, because from my experience running this, I saw that he was critting, but the output damage could have been better, if I had put him on attack crit. But so if you do that, I hope you guys get a better score than me, my sins. So LostVayne here, his passive is it increases skill ranks of the hero if the hero receives critical damage on the enemy's turn. So Akumu, his little minions really patience us, but when Akumu attacks with his drain, it actually will rank up our cards, and we're aiming to have at least 3 of the AoE gold going into the second heart of Akumu. Okay, so there you have it, and then we'll move on to red Liz, red SR Liz. So everybody should have her, level her, so her passive is that close call, right? She's going to allies heal for 10% of max HP at the start of the next turn when taking damage. So this is going to be your healer, where even if she is recovery disabled, she still heals you every turn, right? She is using Goddess Liz's armor, which is on HP defense, UR gear, so we're just maximizing. We're using characters that we already have UR equipment for. Very low investment again, right? These are all of her cosmetics. I put all the UR ones that I have. She's not our damage dealer, so I'm not gonna buy her other weapons at the Sacred Treasure shop so she can break some plates. So there you have it, and we'll move on to our favorite, Twigod. So Twigod here. He's just used, so super useful for his heavy breathing. He's just there for his passive, which increases strength attribute allies HP by 30%. He does have his own UR equipment, which is on HP defense, and there you have most of his costumes. So as you see, not a lot of resources went toward this, and yeah, now we'll just go ahead and get started. Alrighty, I feel like I always have to replenish my stamina. Oh, I do so many. You know that the event food, even if it disappears, I'm sure I'm gonna run through them trying to get these runs recorded for you guys. So I think they're gonna disappear after, but we shall see after the update, right? So here is Akumu, and on the first turn, we're always gonna do the same. We're gonna pick on the right-hand man as always, which we're gonna dump Gowther's laser fingers, Twigod's, both of his cards, and break some plates of Liz's. So you're just dumping cards at this point, and we want to draw LostVayne AoE cards as much as possible. Again, Akumu's attacks will rank him up to gold in no time, and that's what we want. Alright, come on, give me those AoE cards. We got one, which isn't bad. And then we'll go on to turn 2. See, he's just ranking up LostVayne right there. Chef LostVayne. Alright, and then on turn 2, with the card draw that we have, Liz can break some plates, dump a Twigod again. Use the rank 3, just strike with LostVayne. That'll give him some orbs, but we're trying to build his ult so that we can ult Akumu's first stage, okay? KT! That's what I feel like he's saying. He's saying the name Katie. KT! Alright, so we drew another AoE, which is good. That's going to rank it up. We have Twigod's ult. I do want to save that because if I can ult and do extra damage, I will. So, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. We don't care if he crits. So turn 3. So we're going to use LostVayne's strike card, which will then get us his ult. Use the laser fingers, and because we're not recovery disabled, we're going to go ahead and rank up Liz and heal, because we want to do that whenever it's possible, because we want to keep the HP as high as possible for the remaining points calculation. So hopefully he ults Liz here, because his ult will actually take away your orbs in the first stage, not his AoE. So we have 3 LostVayne AoE cards, and we have a LostVayne ult. So turn 4, that was a shame he ulted Twigod. I was planning to use Twigod's ult on the next turn, just to do that extra damage deal that I was telling you guys. So instead, we're going to save Gowther's ult in his place. So we're just going to go ahead and heal, use the laser fingers, and I think we're just going to get rid of that break a plate card and ult with LostVayne, which should kill since we have 3 of his cards, because he does extra damage for how many cards you have. Okay, I was checking to see if it would kill, and yeah, I tested it for you guys. It kills. And we got lucky here because we're also going to draw Liz's ult going into the second stage, which we can use automatically. Okay, so we finish on turn 4. That is almost the same as finishing with Easton and a latte strat, where Easton finished off Akumu's first heart on turn 4. So that's what you want to do and kind of follow that process. So on turn 5, use that heal ult from Liz, which is also going to regenerate us for 3 turns. Use the Gowther ult. Try to lifesteal some HP back with Twigod AoE, but I think he's going to patience. And then go ahead and upgrade LostVayne. At this point, we're just hoarding LostVayne AoE cards, just so that we can just Shadow Clone Jutsu him. Alright. So good. Wow. Look at that card draw, guys. Woo! Lady Luck is on our side. Maybe it's wearing pink. I don't wear pink often, but I'm gonna have pink hair soon. So look at this card draw. We're now on turn 6. If we had this earlier before entering stage 2, we could have killed on turn 5. But it's now time we try to end him. So LostVayne AoE all the way. And honestly, I thought this would have killed. I mean, you're just AoE. But that's why in the beginning I told you guys, if you went with attack crit, since he is critting, that damage could have been better and I probably could have killed. But instead, we are going to kill on turn 7. And since Twigod is missing a little bit of his HP, I'm going to try to lifesteal anything back. But if he patiences, then it's fine. And so we're just going to LostVayne AoE. But we're going to reset it because we want to lifesteal if possible. Get his HP a little bit more. And then we're just going to AoE all the way. There we go. And that's going to kill by the second card. So the kill, 345k with minimal effort. You really just need a bunch of LostVayne AoE cards to be upgraded to the rank 3s. And we got 4411. LostVayne only needs to ult to kill the first stage, and you can finish off not worrying about losing on the orbs on the second stage. But I am curious to know how the food will affect the scores, since we may be able to get away with ulting again. So, wish you luck, my sins! There you have it, my lovely sins. This is a different variation. You know, if you don't have the green Gowther, if you don't have Deri, if you don't have a latte, she's just not your cup of coffee. Take this team. It's an HP strat. Honestly, the RNG isn't horrible. You're just looking for those AoE cards. I think I pulled this off on my 8th run because I had to reset a couple of times. But I mean, getting 4400 is not bad at all. Or you can do the try hard, which is my other video for Akumu on Extreme with the Latte Easton Deri Bay strat. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will be uploading more. I'll see you guys if you do join in on the Boar Hat Tavern podcast. Their link will be below. They always go live. This time during maintenance, it's going to be earlier, so we actually will keep with our same schedule, which is 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye. I'm going to pull for the 1. Tune in for that. I'm going to do maybe the 1 gem pull for the 1. Bye, my sins.